What is good, my pack? My brother Kid here back again. How's everybody doing? And today I wanted to talk about this because it's a very interesting concept. It's Marvel is doing something really interesting. Not too long ago, Marvel had put up a post basically saying they're bringing back the Thunderbolts. Now, if you guys have been reading Devil's Reign, Wilson Fisk has his own version of the Thunderbolts. And at first I was like, how are these people not understanding, not like going like, oh my god, these are villains, like what the hell, like known villains. And then later on you figure out why, because he's basically using Jebediah Killgrave's power. Once again, I don't want to ruin it for everybody who hasn't read it. But Marvel had put out an image of showing a silhouette of a new Thunderbolts team. They had X'd out a few names. They had X'd out a few things that usually the Thunderbolts have. Now, I've always liked the Thunderbolts. The concept of the Thunderbolts was really cool. You know, I always thought it was interesting. People need to understand that they're not the Suicide Squad. They're not the Suicide Squad. We're way different. Their concept is a little the same, but not the same. For example, the Thunderbolts, when they were basically B-list, C-less tier villains, anti-villains, but that wanted to change, wanted redemption. They were looking to change. For example, the Beetle. He really wanted to change. He was tired of being the Beetle, the villain, the Beetle. And why he changed his name to Mach 4, and he took on all these different names because he kept upgrading his armor. Songbird was another good example. She started out as a villain called Screaming Mimi before she became Songbird, and Captain America even said, "You're destined to be an Avenger," and she did. She became one. You had the Fixer, who kind of is always going to be kind of iffy, and you had Atlas, who would turn and things like that. They were led by a character called Citizen V, who turned out to be Baron Zemo in disguise, and that's where the villain stuff come up. Then after that, we saw the title and the titleage and the characters kind of change, where Thunderbolt started working for villainous people like Norman Osborn, when they became more of a renegade bounty hunter squad. They worked for him to track down unregistered heroes during the Registration Act and everything like that. And then of course they brought them back, where it was Luke Cage and Songbird joining forces to rebrand a new team, and he was trying to go back to old school with them, try to redeem them. So, but this squad don't really need to redeem themselves, because at the end of the day, they are heroes. They are heroes. And I remember a friend, I put it up, and then I said, yeah, this ain't gonna last too long with these black silhouettes, because Marvel's gonna spoil it real quick. They do not know how to not just wait till the book come out and then give us, oh wow, they gotta spoil it. And so they did. And it's like, Jesus Christ, but anyway, let's talk about this. So the team, it seems like the team is going to be small, or it's going to get bigger. It starts with 6 characters, and the 6 characters are a lot of characters on the team that I actually like. For example, the team is going to be led by my man Hawkeye. I am a huge Hawkeye fan. Clint Barton is one of my favorite Avengers. I love him outside of the core Avengers, but yeah, Clint. I've always loved characters who use archery. I love that. I've always have. And I always love Clint. He's the Earth's mightiest marksman. So he's going to be on the team. And then you got Monica Rambeau, aka Spectrum. She's had many different names, but right now she's going under Spectrum. I love that they got Monica on the team. She's a powerhouse, and I'm shocked that they have Clint leading the team instead of her, because Monica has good leadership too. I really do. Next on the list, of course, we got America Chavez, Miss America. What can we say about America Chavez? Great character, young, strong, powerful, able to hold her own, and she's been a part of many different teams, as well as had her own run in solo. We're about to see her debut live action in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, that's going to be cool. Next on the list we also have is Power Man, Victor Alvarez. It's good to see Victor back in the team. I mean, he was a part of the Champions, but it really didn't revolve around him. He came in later when the Champions got bigger. But it's good to see Victor Alvarez, Power Man, back. He's had some great mentorship from the likes of Luke and Danny and people like that. So it's really good to see Victor Alvarez, Power Man. And I'm glad that he's using the title. Yes, we don't call Luke Cage Power Man anymore. When's the last time we really called Luke Cage Power Man? It's been a long time. So it's really good to see him back. And his powers are definitely involving chi. He absorbs chi, and that makes him stronger and things like that. And the next character on the list, of course, is Karen Kilgrave, one of the Kilgrave siblings, one of Purple Man's children. She's going to be going under the code name Persuasion. I believe that's her name. That's going to be interesting. And what's really cool is that we're getting a very all new character. He's a cyborg soldier named Gustin Glory. So that's going to be really interesting. We got a new cybernetic character in the Marvel Universe. I love seeing new characters come in to the into the Marvel Universe, or just in general. So that's going to be really interesting. Now, this is going to be a spinoff after Devil's Reign, I believe. And so it makes you wonder what the hell is going to happen at the end. We got two more issues of the main story. And they do say that it's going to start in Shaolin, aka Staten Island. That's for all you fellow New Yorkers out there, that we don't call it. We New Yorkers don't call Staten Island by its government name. We say Shaolin, thanks to Wu-Tang. So it's going to be out there and start out there, but it's going to be really interesting. They will be heroes authorized by New York to serve the city. So it makes me wonder what's going to happen in terms of the ending of Devil's Reign. Like, is the city of New York gonna be like, okay, you heroes gotta be authorized to? I hope they don't do that, because that's gonna be weird. Like, that's be weird. It really is. Don't registrate heroes where you can't work in New York City or anything. Yes, let's be honest. New York is just as much as a character in the Marvel Universe than the characters that are involved. Many of those characters, those heroes, are from New York. Many of those great creators of those said characters are New Yorkers. So it's weird. It's kind of weird. But I'm looking forward to this. This looks fun because a new chapter in the Thunderbolt mythos. This is the first time that they were already heroes. There was no questioning if they were heroes or they're trying to redeem themselves. No, these characters are heroes. I'm looking forward to this. Seeing how some of these, most of them know each other. Monica knows Clint and things like that. They've been together. They've known each other for a while. So it's going to be really interesting. But the Thunderbolts, the new Thunderbolts, and the Thunderbolts, this new team. I think it's just a mini. I think it's only 5 issues, but hopefully it lasts longer. Maybe people, if it sells well, they'll like, oh, let's turn it into an ongoing. Just saying. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I am looking forward to it indeed. Seeing Clint and Monica and America and Victor, and especially this new character, Gustin Glory. That's going to be interesting. He looks very interesting. I mean, you can see the picture. I think I showed the picture. You could see it. He looks really interesting, but he's a cybernetic character. All right. Now, guys, thanks for listening. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys tell me in the comment section below what do you think, as always. Don't forget, guys, I have merch in my merchandise store down below, as always. And I do have a Patreon. Patreon is in the link in the description down below as well. And in that Patreon, if you go check it out, there are 5 tiers. Each tier is exclusive. There is a difference. Working on a 6th tier. The last. All I can tell you right now is that the title is the true alpha level. But outside of that, I have no idea. I have only hints of what it could be. What if you take that tier, what your rewards are, and things like that. But in the meantime, 5 tiers. I'm not saying you have to, but if you like, check it out. My patrons are growing, and if you are not just a part of the pack, now you are on the top echelons of the pack. You are Uber Pack members, and I'm looking forward to getting started on some of the, rewards. Doing these requests and rewards for that. I got one coming out soon. So outside of that, guys, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Marvin and Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. As always, I'll see you guys next time.